Once you get into here, like most people just get stuck. What I found, like going through, several years of training, finding what works, what doesn't work, is that I think the best way to find what's holding you back is to find the number one constraint, right?
Yes.
And this differs based on your experience level. So for example, if you're a beginner, right, it's pretty simple. You just show up and you train decently hard. And the name of the game there is just consistency,
Yes.
right? After a year of doing that, just simply showing up, you can make pretty good newbie gains, right? And I think after you're past that stage, you get into novice territory, right? And this is where things get a little bit different. You've grown a decent amount of muscle, but in order to get the next phase of growth, you can't just continue doing what you were doing. Now you actually have to create a system for tracking your progression, getting stronger, and actually like pushing yourself in the gym, right? Getting comfortable with the discomfort.
I love it.
Once you get past that stage, now you're, let's just call it, intermediate stage, later intermediate stage. And it's funny, like this is kind of like purgatory, you know what I mean? Once you get into here, like most people just get stuck
Yes.
forever, right?
Yes.
Because you got here by training hard, being consistent, right? But now it's not just about training hard, you have to train smart. The other important thing here, once you get to the intermediate stage, things slow down like incredibly.
And they will, and you don't have a choice in that. You have a choice in how much they slow down, but they still slow down.
And the mistake that people make is that they correlate progression with muscle growth, which, there is a pretty strong correlation there, but you get so frustrated that things are slowing down and it's
Yes.
like, I'm not making any more gains. So what do? I did, 70 pounds presses last week. I have to do 75 pounds this week. And maybe they do make that jump, but it comes at just a slight modification in their form. Maybe they're going, an inch or two less deep than they were before. So on paper, they're making progress, but in reality, like, are they actually challenging their muscles anymore? In this stage, again, it's a really tough stage to navigate through because it's not just about training hard, it's about training smarter and just being honest with yourself and accepting the slower progression.